Hey, Fast Eddie here. Wanted to talk to you guys about header wrap. I've gone through different kinds of header wrap, and I will say that these are the ones that you want to get, in my opinion. I'll give you a little bit of background on that. I purchased some first from Summit. These are both I purchased from Summit, and I was displeased with them. Of course, they weren't this is like they call that the lava rock. And I don't remember, I didn't research enough. I don't know if there's actually lava rock that they make it out of or what. I don't know why they call it that, but it's a titanium color, I think they call it. And it's something about it, lava rock. The other stuff that I had bought was cheaper. I think you had to wet it to put it on, and somehow I remember being fiberglass. It just it discolored on you, and it just I'm not trying to really. The heat savings is not really what I'm trying to do. Let me back up, because that is kind of originally why I did the header wrap, was because when I would go to park it, people, and children most of all, they would come up, and they'd come up close to it, and their legs would bump into it, or initially would get too close to it when the headers were still warm. So it's a major factor that you're going and burning somebody that's coming to check your car out. It sounds kind of funny, but it's not, once especially a young person gets burned on the legs or the arms. So wrapped those, and I think that alleviated some of the fear I had there. I will say that I think the look of the car, I think the header wraps really fit well, and I'm not going to go into how I wrapped them. There's lots of videos how to do it, and I think they do probably a better job than I did, but I will say that these headers wrap has been on here for, oh gosh, 3 or 4 years, maybe longer, and I can't say enough about how well they have lasted. Of course, my car stays in the garage. I don't leave it out in the rain and the weather, but they've seen a lot of heat. If you do put header wraps on, I strongly suggest stainless steel ties. And I got a bag here, I'll show you. You can get these a lot of different places. I've even seen them at Harbor Freight. I think this bag came from Harbor Freight. They come in different lengths. See if I can do this one hand, but you wrap it around on itself, and you make it go into that spot right there, and then you pull it through like a hose clamp. Now, I won't do it because I think it's teeth, and once you start pulling it through, it doesn't back out. And then it comes with a special tool that it's like a screwdriver without a bit on it, and it has a slot on the shaft, and then it hooks over that straight edge, and you turn it like you're tightening a screw, and from what I remember, the strapping is stainless steel, so it won't just break easy, but it starts wrapping on itself like that, pulling it tighter and making that band close tighter and tighter around the wrap, because you're going to need to wrap it at the beginning of every start, because that's where you start, so you have to make that first start stay, whether you continue to overlap all the way down, and then wherever you stop, like I think there was a stop there and probably a start. That's maybe why I doubled up. So there's a whole method to how you do it, and get each tube wrapped as close as you can all the way down to where they're almost joined together. It's kind of tricky, but I managed to do okay, and it's still good. So yeah, the header wrap. This brand, DEI, that was what I can remember. Good brand, worth the extra money. You can get really cheap stuff. I can't remember how much they were, but one package did both sides. It seems like 50 feet I got or something. It was like that, but yeah, very pleased with this with this modification that I did. Good investment. I went through the money, had these headers ceramic coated. I think it was a waste, especially when you're going to put a header wrap over it. The good VHT paint, I can't say enough greatness about the VHT paint for putting on headers. If you do the, if you cure them right. So you paint them, get your paint applied good, and then you go through a heat cycle with them, bringing it up to a certain temperature for so long, and then you turn it off, and then you do it again, and that kind of bakes them on there. So yeah, that's a video about my header wraps on the Roadster here. You guys have a good one. Talk to you later.